Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Welcome back to the podcast, Chalice Paul Disappeared, the True Story. Today is a special announcement and a special guest. The special guest is me. I'm the creator and owner of ChalicePaul.com, Chalice Paul Disappeared, the True Story podcast. It's featured on the website and also every platform on the internet. The big news today is the fact that they captured John Lee Paul Sr., date of birth March 12, 1939, in Phuket, Thailand. U.S. Marshals notified me yesterday, May 2nd, 2025, to the incredible news that I thought could never take place. That would never happen. There was tons of speculation. He was dead. He can't be extradited back. You're never going to find him, etc. But they did. And they were working with the State Department, and the Thai government and Interpol to locate him. Chalice Paul was launched as a missing person officially on February 1st, 2025, after my 44 years of this conquest I've been on to seek justice for this beautiful woman named Chalice Jessica Alford Barnett Paul, who disappeared in the summer of 1981. John Paul came into this country of Thailand under a false name, under the name of John McCoy, with a fake police passport. He's been running a children's school, an international children's school. Prior to that, he was running a dive shop, from what I understand. He's being deported back, not extradited back, for federal parole violation. He only served half his sentence in U.S. prison Leavenworth in Kansas. He had a 25-year sentence. He served 12 and a half years. He got out. He came back here to South Florida to team up with his former criminal son, John Lee Paul Jr., in Wellington, Florida. After Colleen Wood disappeared around Christmas of 2000, and he was questioned by the authorities, two detectives from Fort Lauderdale Police Department, did he flee on his boat that wasn't even repaired yet. It was in Isla Morada, dry dock marina, and he lowered the boat and took off. The U.S. Marshals had a tail on him. He went to the Caribbean. He went to allegedly New Zealand, Australia, Fiji Islands. He was spotted in Fiji Islands. Because of that, he changed the name of the boat. He then sailed to Spain, Italy, and England. U.S. Marshals were a day late in trying to extradite him back when I spoke to them in 2012 originally. They were very close, and we have great extradition laws with England at the time. Years went by, John Paul traveling and living under an assumed name, not ever thinking he would be apprehended and brought back to the United States. I have spent my entire adult life, 44 years, seeking justice for not only Chalice, but now for Colleen Wood, David Casorla, Earl Thrower, and possibly others that have been missing that haven't been detected yet. Hopefully the FBI will step forward and do an international investigation on him, as I am sure there will be other victims that fell prey to John Paul Sr. It is my hope that the families, friends, and associates of the missing will get justice for all of the missing people I mentioned. And hopefully they'll do a paper trail on his finances, because U.S. Marshals knew he still had money in bank accounts offshore. He was able to not be captured because he wasn't allegedly communicating with family. I beg to differ on that. And I believe the only people he could trust is probably certain family members that were helping him stay on the lam. So I hope, in light of him coming back here to the United States, that this will be an open, wide investigation on other people who were complicit to the disappearance of Chalice Paul, or had knowledge or evidence that they withheld because if she had been investigated, then other people wouldn't have gone missing. I also want to give special thanks to the Doe Network, and particularly the director of the Doe Network, who has become my angel, who successfully was able to launch Chalice on the biggest database of missing persons called Doe Network. Thank you, Tracy. I love you, and you will be my friend forever. And hopefully this story will be told in the right light I see it. I've turned down offers before for several reasons. And I recently went to Francis Coppola's winery, and I have to say I'm featuring his Merlot right here. I have his t-shirt on. And Francis, if you're watching this, I met you at the Cotton Club wrap party in Manhattan at the Mayflower Hotel, and I think you'd be a perfect fit to possibly do a documentary or do a film on this. I couldn't make a script up like this at all. This is true to form. My podcast is true to form. I've never had any sponsorship, financing from anybody else or any outside sources. I have done this with my own heart and soul, and I hope to God that people will recognize me as not just a friend, but Chalice's real sister, the one that never gave up for her. Thank you very much. Here's to you, Francis. This is for you, my trusted engineer, editor. Salute. Not bad. I don't even like red wine. Not bad at all. If anybody has any information that they'd like to share, they can contact the United States Marshal Service in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, or they can contact me through info@chalicepaul.com, chalicepaul@gmail.com, and I will certainly pass on the information to the appropriate law enforcement agencies. Please don't give up on the missing. We need to be their voice.